Hello, hello.
Hello.
I'm at the TheaterLab with Carolina Fonseca, or is it Fonseca?
Fonseca.
Fonseca. It was very interesting for me to come because being a musician, to see a show like this, I haven't seen a show like that for a long time, for many years, so I was really looking forward. I know also that you were friends with friends of mine, so it was very refreshing for me. And as usual, I don't know so many things about other people's life.
Yes.
So that's the reason why I like to talk with you.
Yes.
So could you introduce yourself?
My name is Carolina Fonseca. I am a dancer since...
You're from Portugal.
I'm Portuguese.
Yes.
I'm Lisbon. I dance since I am a child. I started with acrobacy. I did millions of different dances. I learned several dances, and then I fell in love with gypsy dance.
Do you have gypsy dance in Portugal?
You have gypsy dance. I was teaching gypsies in Portugal. The gypsy dance in Portugal, it's a little bit, it's not refined as flamenco, for example, that is just next to us. But you have gypsies, you have gypsy music, you have gypsy dancers in Portugal too. My work is about Gypsy Duende. Gypsy Duende, I work with a company that is called Danza Duende. Danza Duende is a company that works in a form, very particular form. The proposal is to dance your life. When you do gypsy Duende style, well, the proposal is to dance your life through emotions.
Yes.
And do it in the more authentic way that you can get it.
I love fado.
Yes, me too.
Do you like fado?
I love fado.
Is there any connection with the fado spirit?
Yes, yes. Fado is a form of singing that came from the flamenco, from the gypsies in that time, and also it has a lot of influences from the Arabic culture that we had for 500 years in our country. So it's very connected. I did a show a long time ago about fado, flamenco, and Arab cultures. So everything was together in a show. And it's very, 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 it's everything goes to the same place.
Actually, with the information I got from Sinan and the flyer, I thought it would be more of a dance show, but not at all. I would call it like dance theater, dance drama,
yes.
Because you used words, you used dance, you used music, and also little noise and so. So now let's talk about tonight. Actually, I don't know anything about Lorca, sorry. And also about Lorca Duende.
Yes.
Could you tell me in your own words what was happening tonight?
Well, this piece is a piece inspired in both in New York. There was a book that Lorca wrote when he was in New York in the 30s. So it's a very interesting book.
What was the title?
Year, The Poet in New York.
Okay.
Poet in New York. Last year I did more intensive work about The Poet in New York, about this book. It's a surrealistic poetry book. So my first show was called The Poet in New York. This is like a new version of it. I'm sorry.
No problem.
This is a new version of it. Lorca Duende, it's like the second part of The Poet in New York. It's a second version of The Poet in New York with texts from the play and theory of duende. That means Lorca wrote, a poet in New York, he wrote a very interesting theory about what is the duende. I wanted to...
Did he make this word? Is it his invention, duende, or...?
Duende, it's not his invention. Well, we don't know. We don't know actually
where the word comes from.
What.
Okay.
But duende, it's a word that flamenco musicians and dancers and flamenco artists, they created. But duende, actually, it's a universal word. Duende, it's the inspiration of the moment, of the present moment. And you can adapt duende to anything in Japan, in painting, in performing, or in your life.
Okay.
Duende is to be able to be connected with the moment, in the present, to be able to be in the present moment and to get the inspiration by your own being. So he talks about angels, muses, and all these things. Yes. But what he looks for, what he is more interested is about the duende. The duende comes from the earth, from the
So
deepest.
You now tonight, so you were representing then duende?
Yes, this show it's totally about what is the duende. So that's why I created a dramaturgy about in my own universe about what is duende through the poet in New York.
Now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And what I really liked was that you used the oud and
yes. The saz
and guitar.
Yes.
So you had
I have
this.
a Turkish musician working with me that is a great musician and a composer too. So in this piece.
What is his name?
Sinan Gudokdu.
Gudokdu, maybe, yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, Sinan Gudokdu. He's a Turkish musician, very, 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 very good. So his compositions are about this work. It's totally adapted to this work. It's actually it's a connection between all what we want to say with his work, because he's Turkish, I'm Portuguese, and we are in New York doing something about a Spanish poet. That
Somebody
is like
in the audience,
very universal.
Some of your friends said after the show you are a Muslim.
No, I'm not.
You, was it Mehran?
Mehran,
yeah.
Yes, no,
he was just
Muslim.
joking.
Yes, he was joking.
But I wouldn't mind that you're if
no,
you're Muslim.
Actually,
it was just
I am a Buddhist. I am a Buddhist.
Are you
actually,
Buddhist?
Yes.
Speaking of Buddhist, the way what was the other lady in the group?
Michaela Lee.
Yes.
She's an actress for a long time, and she's very into what she represents in this show. She is the poet. She's the link between. I am her imagination. I am her poetry.
Yes.
So during the show, what I do, my dance and with my expressions, I am the little moments of poetry that you can see in a form, and she is the poet. So I am her own imagination and creation.
I know, it's like if we go and look at it like a circle, it seems like you were born duende and died as duende. Is it true? Because you lied on the floor?
Yes. Yes. No, that part is about the drowned Eden Lake. That is a poem that he wrote when he was in Newburgh. So when he went to Newburgh, the Lorca, he wrote a very interesting poem about a woman who is drowned, a girl that was drowned. So he talks about the beautiful poem. This act, it's about this.
Where's Newburgh?
Newburgh. It's close to New York. It's around. It's here in America.
Oh, I see. Okay. Now I got the right picture. Good. Okay. So my last thing I always ask is because, as you know, I'm a musician myself. I just moved a couple of years ago, and it's always interesting for me to ask foreigners coming to New York.
Yes.
and staying here for a while, doing something. How do you feel about New York? Is it?
I love New York.
How come?
I love New York. And New York loves me. And New York, it's the biggest mirror that I have ever saw in my life. Actually, I've traveled so much. I travel all over the world, and every time that I come to New York makes me a mirror of everything that I did to life.
Really?
Yes, it's a very interesting place. That means for the dark side and the light side. That means everything. Everything comes to you in a very, very big way, in a very strong way, like.
So then it's also a good audience for you, the New York audience.
Of course.
Because I could imagine Lorca is so Spanish.
No. Lorca, it's very known. Actually, it's very known in New York.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, very known. I was not into it, but it is. People are studying Lorca in literature.
Yes.
In the school. Yeah, it's very famous poet.
Good. And now, really, my last question is: what is happening in the next weeks, month after? I heard that you're leaving.
Yes,
next
I will
week.
leave. I'm gonna go to Morocco.
Oh.
To have some inspirations. And
Do you know the village Jajuka?
Yes.
I'm friend with the master musicians of Jajuka.
That's good.
So Bashir Attaris.
Yeah.
So that's a place maybe you could go because they have also
I
a
know
duende
very well.
called Baraka.
I know very well Morocco. I love Morocco. Yes. Well, right now that's a question that I cannot answer you. I'm sorry. What's going to happen in the future?
Okay, but anyways,
I
know you are more of a now person than the future, so
yes.
I really appreciate
I think I'll be happy.
Okay, so hope to see you soon back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this interview.
So
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.